The Bengals are 3-2 following Sunday's 25-22 overtime loss to the Packers. Is it time for moral victories or big-time concern? Hi again, everyone. I'm James Rapien with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals talking. Yes, we've heard you. The live streams, it's gone well the past couple of weeks. We're going to do them again this week. Time and date, I believe it's going to be Tuesday. But either way, make sure you hit the bell so you get the alerts for our live streams and you can join in, you can ask questions. But let's dive into the good news and the bad news. The good news, and first things first, my last video that I did was a stand-up at Paul Brown Stadium following the loss on Sunday evening. And, well, Joe Burrow, there was a lot of uncertainty about his status, about his health. The good news is Joe Burrow is healthy. He's expected to play week 6 against the Detroit Lions. And despite being, worried about his throat and everything that was going on, he was struggling speaking after the game. It sounds like he's good to go. He's returned to Paul Brown Stadium, returned on Monday morning. So it's not like he spent the night at the hospital or anything like that, got evaluated. It was precautionary. They sent him home. Things are good to go. Expect to see him on the field this Sunday against Detroit. For more on that, make sure you check out allbengals.com for quotes and things like that. But I wanted to dive into the real issue here. Because if Burrow's healthy, this offense should be one of the best in the NFL. And instead, through 5 weeks, and I get it, the Bengals are 3-2, which is a solid start. We're this close to beating the Green Bay Packers, who've been to back-to-back NFC championship games, Hall of Fame quarterback, all of those things. I understand that. But one, there are no damn moral victories. Two, this team should be past that, and they need to be past that. Whether it's fair or not, coming into this year, they needed to win games like the one they lost on Sunday if they were going to make the playoff run that everyone at Paul Brown Stadium expects to make. And the surprising part of this team hasn't been, the win-loss record necessarily. It's been the offense and how, quite frankly, bad and inconsistent the offense has been. And if you take away, and I know you can't do this, but a couple big plays at the end of the half from Burrow to Jamar Chase, this offense is downright bad. And that's where I want to start today because they need to fix this. The defense, pretty damn good. I'll give you some rankings right now. Total offense, 24th in the league. Run offense, 22nd in the league. Passing offense, 23rd in the league. Scoring, they're 15th in the league. You know why? Because of those big-time touchdowns, Burrow to Jamar, off-script stuff, not the stuff that you're expecting to hit on, right? The first 15 scripted plays of the game. Well, the Bengals basically gone over all season on those. They continue to struggle early in games. And outside of those plays late in the half, this offense has struggled in the majority of the first halves they've had this season. Flip it. Defense, 12th in total defense, 10th in rushing, 17th in pass defense, 7th in scoring defense. And that's the thing is scoring defense, that matters to me most, some of this total defense and stuff. But the passing part of it, they just went up against Aaron Rodgers, and they're still hanging in there. And so the defense has exceeded my expectations. The offense has underwhelmed, specifically in the first half, and that has to change. If the Bengals are going to be a playoff team, they have to be borderline elite, if not elite on offense. And you're getting this crazy historical production from Jamar Chase, where he's on pace for a crazy amount of yards, 1,500 yards receiving, rookie of the year favorite. A guy who 5 touchdowns in 5 games, do the math, that's 17 touchdowns this year. If he finishes with double-digit touchdowns, you would have taken that. If he finished with 1,200 yards, you would have taken that. And I get it, T. Higgins dinged up, Joe Mixon dinged up. It shouldn't matter. This offense needs to be better. And I asked Zac Taylor if he's frustrated with the way things have started, specifically early in games when they have the 15 to 20 scripted plays.
It's tough, and again, when it comes down to a 3rd and inches play right out the gate, that's kind of what's frustrating because you just expect to be able to get that inch, and we didn't, and so you move on. So again, it's something we need to continue to address because we've approached it a lot of different ways, and it's just we'll get it done. There's no issue on our end. We don't feel like it's something we can't overcome early. We expect to score points early in the game. We didn't do it quick enough on our first 2 drives in this week's game. And again, it's something we'll just continue to try to get a great plan going forward.
They have to fix it. They have to figure it out because there are too many and too much talent on this team. Just rattle it off. I mean, just say it out loud. Joe Burrow, everyone thinks he's really good, right? Top 12 quarterback in the league. Some of you are going to be like, are you kidding me? He's better than 12. And even when he plays bad, and there were times when he played bad on Sunday, they should still be able to produce at a high level. And all last week, I talked about 30 points, 30 points, 30 points. 22 is not enough. And some are going to say, well, the missed field goal, schmield goal. They needed to score early in the game, and they haven't done it. And they better get it right starting this week against Detroit. If they're going to be good and not just this flash in the pan, we started 3-1, but we didn't follow through, you got to start to see it this week. And it's got to flip. It's got to change. And Zach doesn't seem worried or that concerned. But damn it, maybe he should be that concerned, because there are a lot of coaches in the NFL that would love to have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase and have their fourth wide receiver be Auden Tate, right? They would love to have a CJ Uzama. And by the way, Drew Sample, I like Drew Sample. I think he's a good dude. I don't really want to see him catch many passes. Did not go well on Sunday. And this idea of, all right, we're suddenly going to get 89 involved on offense, I don't know about that, right? I would rather target Chase one more time, or target Boyd, who was getting double teamed that time Sunday. I know some are worried and thought about his slow start. So that's part of it. They got to find a way to do it. And Tyler Boyd said it was just about executing. And it sounds good, right? You execute things. For example, early in the game, quarterback sneak 3rd and 1. I agree that it comes down to executing to an extent. It also comes down to the coaches putting you in the best position to succeed. And I'll go to late in the game now, when after everything, the Bengals have a shot. It's 22-22. They're driving downfield. They're in Packers territory. And it's 3rd and 5 from the 41-yard line of the Packers. And they run the ball. And you might say, oh, it's a light box or this or that, or you really want the ball in Samaje Perine hands, game on the line. It was a 60-yard field goal attempt from the 41, it would have been, roughly. He gets 3 yards, brings up 4th and 2, 26 seconds to go, clock stopped. Green Bay has a chance to get the ball back. Even if you do make the field goal, Evan McPherson misses the 57-yarder. I want the ball in Joe Burrow's hands. But okay, that's fine. You were trying to do it that way. It didn't work. So let's go to overtime. Jamar Chase just rescues the Bengals offense again. Toe tapper on the sideline, turning on a go ball, 21 yards, tap, tap, first down, boom. Bengals in field goal range. Run, run, run. Joe Burrow doesn't attempt another pass the entire game. I get it. He threw 2 ugly interceptions, 1 in overtime. Asked Zac Taylor about that interception and if it impacted his decision to run the ball 3 straight times after Chase's highlight reel play.
No, it really didn't. It was a tough play. It's one of those, I think immediately after it happens, it's not, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Let's move on. There's not a lot of correcting to do there. It's one you want to have back. Shouldn't have made that decision. Let's move on. It doesn't affect, for me, the way he was seeing anything. I felt like he was perfectly normal. So we still threw the ball, and he performed very well throwing the ball after that pick. So that didn't leave any issues in my mind.
Okay, so if it didn't impact it, if that wasn't why, and I don't think that's a good reason anyway, because you should trust Joe Burrow, even if he does throw an interception or 2, right? He's the guy that makes you go. Really running the ball 3 straight times. And I know some are saying, well, Joe Mixon got the first down on that 3rd down run. Maybe. But again, ask yourself what you want when it matters most. And I wrote about this for All Bengals. I think back to week 1. And it's 4th and inches at the 50 in overtime against Minnesota. Did they quarterback sneak it? Did they hand it off to Joe Mixon, who was completely healthy then? Or did they put Joe Burrow back there and say, all right, number 9, make the best decision? And he might have checked to that play. That's fine. Well, he checked to it, and guess what happened? He made a play, 32 yards to CJ Uzama. Evan McPherson kicks, boom, in his debut. Instead of a 49-yard long potential field goal attempt. And what's the difference between 49 or 51 or 52? Throw it. be aggressive. Aggressiveness is what's got you there, right? It got you to 3-1 to a degree. That's what you said after week 1. You're going to be more aggressive. We haven't seen it. And it seems like Taylor was trying to sneak away with a victory, that this team was trying to sneak out of Paul Brown Stadium with a victory over Aaron Rodgers. You got to take that. You do. And that's the mentality. So however they need to get that mentality and start the game with that mentality and go through it, whether it's different play calls that put them in position to be in attack mode, to be aggressive, they need to do it. I'm not out on Zac Taylor all the way. I'm not saying that the Bengals need to fire Zac Taylor like some. I'm not saying that, oh my gosh, he's not qualified. I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is they should have won the damn game on Sunday. And this offense is way more talented than we've seen through 5 weeks, especially because Jamar Chase he's one of the best receivers in the league right now. Not the best rookie receiver, not the best rookie, one of the best receivers in the league. If the Bengals are aggressive after he makes that 21-yard catch, part of the story is, man, Jamar made more plays when it mattered than Devontae Adams in big moments on a huge stage. That would have been part of the storyline. And so when you have a rookie playing that damn well, even if T isn't 100%, even if Joe Mixon isn't 100%, you have to score more than 22. You just do. You do. And this offense, this coaching staff, they need to figure that out. Well, that's going to do it for me. Back at it tomorrow. I think we're going to go live tomorrow, and I'm working on some guests as well. So if you're new to Cincinnati Bengals Talk, we are one of the fastest growing Bengals YouTube channels out there, along with my daily podcast, the Locked On Bengals podcast. So check that out as well. But hit subscribe, hit that bell, and until next time, I'm James Rapien signing off from Rapien Manor. Thank you so much for watching right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.